Yes. So in previous class, we discussed some of the problems related to continuity, isn't it? To check whether the given function is continuous or not. So in today's class, we will discuss about algebra of continuous functions. So you have already learned algebra of limit functions, isn't it? This algebra of continuous function is also same as that of algebra of limit of functions. So here, first one is f plus g. If f plus g, f plus g is continuous at x is equal to c. How to prove this? Here they have already given, suppose f and g are two real functions and both are defined at x is equal to c. Here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು both are defined at x is equal to c ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. If f and g are continuous, then they have to be defined at x is equal to c. It is understood. If f and g are continuous means they are defined at x is equal to c. Then what we have to prove? We have to prove that f plus g is continuous at c. How to prove this? ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಎಫ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಜಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಇದು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಇಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ limit of the function, isn't it? Both value of the function should be same as that of limit. If you are finding right hand and left hand, then that should be same. ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಿ ಆರ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ one second. Yes. So here it's already given. What is given, students? It's given f and g are continuous. Continuous functions at x is equal to c. What do you mean by f is continuous? Means the function, when the function will be continuous, if x tending to c, f of x, if limit of the function is same as the functional value at c, then we say the function is continuous at c, isn't it? Even it's given ಇಲ್ಲಿ g ಕೂಡ continuous at c ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So when do we say g is continuous? If limit x tending to c, g of x, if it is same as g of c, that is nothing but the functional value, value of the function g at point c. Idu already namge idu information is given. So now what we need to prove? We need to prove f and g, addition of two functions. So limit x tending to c, f of x plus g of x will be same as, we can apply algebra of limit, isn't it? This will, I have discussed about algebra of limit. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ algebra of limit ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ x tending to c, f of x plus limit x tending to c, g of x. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ f ಮತ್ತೆ g already continuous. So limit value will be same as functional value, correct? From here, limit value will be same as the functional value. Here also, limit value will be same as functional value. So this can be written as f plus g of c. Here also this can be written as limit extending to c f plus g of x. So ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಎಂತ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು? Limit of two functions is same as their functional value. Correct? ಈಗ ನಾವೆಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಎಂತ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? What can we conclude from this? We got limit extending to c f plus g of x is same as the functional value, that is f plus g of c. So what can we conclude? Anybody? Yes, good. Not only f, Purnima, here f plus g we are telling, right? So it's f plus g is continuous at c. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡುದಂತ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ f and g are continuous ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಅದರ ಸಮ್, ಎರಡು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅದರ ಸಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. So since it is given f is continuous, we know the limit of the function will be same as the functional value. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಹಾಗೆ g continuous ಅಂತ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಅದರ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. So when we split this using algebra of limits, we can write limit extending to c f of x plus limit extending to c g of x. ಇದರ value, since f is continuous, we can write limit extending to f of x as f of c. Here also we can write limit extending to c g of x as g of c. So this we can write this as f plus g of c. So we got limit of two functions, addition of two functions is same as the functional value. So we can conclude f plus g is continuous at c. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ್, ಚಂದನ. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ 12, 13, 14 ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಉಂಟು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ you will have, it's out of 25, 25 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಉಂಟು. ಸೊ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್, all the exercise and everything, full chapter is included. Test is out of 25. Notes I have told, I don't know, you have solved no problems, you might have, I think. Ma'am told me that she has solved all the problems from exercise. You might have no, yeah, only matrices, everything is there. If she doesn't send by tomorrow, I will send. Okay, don't worry. Okay. Okay, now we will continue. So inform your friends also. So there will be test, timetable will be sent to you. The chapter is matrices. Full chapter is there. Yeah. So next, f minus g is continuous. Sorry, here you have to prove f minus g is continuous at x is equal to c. How will you prove this? This you only can do. Just we have to replace plus with minus. So here already in the statement here it's given f and g are continuous anta namge already kottidare. So same thing it is. So limit extending to c f of x minus g of x will be what? Using algebra of limits, you can write this as f of x minus limit extending to c g of x. So what is this equal to? Since f is continuous, this will be same as the functional value. This also. So we get f minus g of c. So this can be written as limit x tending to c f minus g of x. So when we subtract two function, when we apply limit and subtract two function, it will be same as the value of the function f minus g of c. So limit of the function and functional value both are same. So we can conclude f minus g is continuous at x is equal to c. So this they might ask to prove this for 2 marks. Will you do these two as a homework, f into g and f divided by g? It's simple, right? Will you all do this as a homework? Do it and send me. You have my number, right? So f of x into g of x here. Students, I want reply. Will you all do it as a homework? Satvik? Yes, it is very simple. Just you have to. Okay. So these two, f into g and f divided by g is continuous. You have to do it as a homework. Once you finish, send it to me. Yes, next is lambda into f is continuous at x is equal to c. We need to prove this. Lambda is nothing but one scalar. So how to do this? So here limit x tending to c, lambda into f of x. If we take, since lambda is a scalar andre on the quantity scalar, so it can be a constant, 8, 9 numbers. It can take numbers, anything. So it is a scalar. So I can write lambda outside. So limit x tending to c f of x. So this one f is continuous. So this will be f of c. So here what we get? So functional value is same as the limiting value. So we can say here lambda into f is continuous at c. X is equal to c. This is lambda into f of c. Got it, right? Here also same thing. Limit x lambda by f of x. So this can be written as lambda you can take outside. Limit 1 by f of x. So this one, since f is continuous, this you can write it as 1 by f of c. So you get limit of the function is same as value of the function at c. So here also we can conclude lambda by f is continuous. So you should know this. This is just for your information. Even minus f, how to prove this? Limit minus f of x. So this can be written as x tending to c. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ minus sign ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗಿಬಹುದು. So limit x tending to c f of x. This idu f of x will be nothing but f of c. So we get limit of the function is same as the functional value at x is equal to c. So minus f is also continuous. Got it right? How to prove? Just you have to replace limit in a badalu functional value ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಮಗೆ F and G continuous ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕ. Got it right? Yes. It's very simple. They might ask for 1 marks, 2 marks. They might ask this. Yes, next, moving on to problem. This is a problem from your exercise. Okay. Okay. So here, what we have to do, we have to find all the points of discontinuity. So here, we need to find the points of discontinuity. So if you see here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ when x is less than -3, what is the functional value here? What will be f of x when x is less than 3? This one, right? So mod x plus 3. What is the, how we define mod x? Tell me. Mod x will be minus x if x is less than or equal to 0, and it will be x if x is greater than 0. Haudalva? Mod x minus x agutte yavaga for all negative integers, isn't it? It will be x when x is greater than 0, correct? Yes. So this will be, since here illi x less than -3 anta kottidare, so here mod x will be, and it is less than 0, we have minus x. So mod x will be nothing but minus x plus 3. Artha aitalla Satvik? When x is greater than 3, what is the function? When x is greater than 3, it is, here it's given, right? Yeah, even yavaga x 3 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, x is greater than 3, then f of x will be 6x plus 2, correct? And when x is between -3 and 3, ಅದರ ನಡುವೆ ಇರುವಾಗ, what is the functional value? It is minus 2x, correct? Yes, good. So we have here minus x plus 3. Here we have 6x plus 2, and here we have minus 2x. If you observe all the three, in all the three cases, we get a polynomial, correct? This is nothing but a polynomial. This is also a polynomial, correct? This is also a polynomial. This is binomial actually. This is also binomial. This is a monomial. So we get, in all the three cases, we get polynomial. And if you remember, in the previous class, I had proved that polynomial function is continuous. Do you remember? Nenpidya? Now last class alli polynomial function continuous anta prove madidvi. Do you remember? Chandana? Yes. So here we can conclude that we need not prove here. We can simply write, in all the three cases, f of x is a polynomial. So f is continuous, we can conclude. But now which two cases are remaining? We took x is less than 3, we took when x is between -3 and 3, and x is greater than 3. We proved for these three cases. Now two more are remaining. Which are they? When x is equal to -3 and when x is equal to 3. How the? Yes, now students, here it's x is less than or equal to. So we proved for when x is less than 3, but we are left when x is equal to 3. So that is one case, and one more is x is equal to 3 and x is equal to -3. So these two are the cases. So let's take at x is equal to 3. See, This is the number line. So this is 1, 0. So here it will be 3. Okay. For x greater than 3, what is the functional value you have? It is 6x plus 2. For x less than 3, what is the functional value? Yes, for x less than 3, you have minus 2x, correct? Correct. So first we will find functional value at c. So f of c. When x is equal to 3, what is the functional value? It is 6x plus 2, correct? So 6 into what is x? X is 3 now plus 2. So what is the value? 18 plus 2. So 20. So our functional value is 20. Now if we take left hand and right hand limit, what we get? First, let's take C. Right hand limit we will get it same, correct? ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? Right hand limit ಯಾಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ function ಕೂಡ 6x plus 2 ಇದೆ. So limit x tending to 3 plus. When x is greater than 3, f of x function is in 6x plus 2. So this will be nothing but 6 into 3 plus 2. So you get 20. But what will be the left hand limit? Yes, when x is less than 3. When x is less than 3, you have minus 2 into x. That is minus 2 into 3. That is nothing but minus 6. Correct? This is not equal to. So our right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit. Correct? And also our left hand limit is not equal to the functional value. So what we can conclude? Yes, what we can conclude from this? Reply first. Right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit. Yes, limit does not exist. Or we can say f is not continuous at x is equal to c. Or we can also say f is discontinuous at x is equal to 3. So what we can conclude? Therefore, f is discontinuous at x is equal to 3. Yes, good. Now we will check when x is equal to minus 3. Okay. We'll check at x is equal to minus 3. So here also, if you take, see, for x less than minus 3, you have mod x plus 3. And when x is greater than minus 3, you have minus 2x, correct? So we need to find left hand and right hand limit because our function is splitting at x is equal to minus 3. So first we will find functional value. ಇಲ್ಲಿ first ಗೆ ನಾವು function ಇದು value find out ಮಾಡುವ when x is equal to minus 3. So what is the function when x is equal to minus 3? It is mod x plus 3, correct? ಹೌದಾ? So now our x is, this will be minus x plus 3, correct? Yes. So this will be nothing but minus of minus 3 plus 3, that is nothing but 6. See, mod x means only positive, so it is, you can directly write 3 plus 3, so you get 6. Yes. So now we will find left hand and right hand limit. So limit x tending to 3 minus means less than minus, it is here minus 3. So when x is less than minus 3, what is the function? It's again mod x plus 3, correct? So we have limit x tending to minus 3. This indicates that we are approaching minus 3 from left hand side. This is left hand limit. So it will be minus x plus 3. That is nothing but minus of minus 3 plus 3. That is nothing but 6. But what will be right hand limit? Namge right hand limit enta siktade. Right hand means when x is greater than minus 3. So when x is greater than minus 3, what is the function? It is nothing but illi nodi. Illi. X is greater than minus 3. So the function is minus 2x. So here limit x tending to minus 3 from the right hand side, minus 2x. So it will be minus 2 into minus 3. So you get here also 6. So our left hand limit is same as right hand limit, and also it is same as the functional value, correct? At x is equal to minus 3. So we can say it is continuous at x is equal to minus 3. Got it? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಎಸ್, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್. See, when x is when you write left hand limit means we are approaching, I will write it in the next. So limit x tending to 3 minus f of x means we are approaching x from the left hand side, correct? So here if it is 3, here if it is 0, this, so left hand side here value of x will be less than 3, correct? So we can just suppose the function is x plus 3, then we can replace x with x minus some h. We can replace x minus h because here it will be, x will be less than 3. 3 minus h, sorry, it will be 3 minus h. When x tends to 3 from left hand side, h will tend to 0. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಎಂತ? ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ x 3 ಗೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಆಗ value of h will be very close to 0. It means tends to means it is very close to 0. It doesn't mean that h is equal to 0. It means it's very close to 0. X will tend to, when x is tending to 3 minus means our x is very close to 3 from the left hand side. So you can just replace here 3 minus h. You can replace x by 3 minus h, but limit also you need to replace, that h tends to 0 you have to take. Then here already you have 3. So this will be 6 since h tends to 0. So this is how you can do. In case of right hand limit, what you have to do? you have to do 3 plus h because we are taking this part for right hand. So here value of x will be greater than 3, right hand side here 3.1, 3.2, 3.001. So this will tend to, when will x tends to 3, when h tends to 0, when nama x 3 ge right hand side in the close iruvaga h will be 0, this will be 0. So now just you have to replace x with 3 plus h. So what will be limit, and limit also you have to change. So here 3 plus h plus 3. So idu 0. So we get 6. So either you can do directly like this, or you can just replace here x with x minus 3 and here x with x plus 3. ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Got it right? This is one more method of doing. Shall I proceed? Yes. So next one, mod x by x. It's given f of x is mod x by x if x is not equal to 0 and 0 if x is equal to 0. So how to do this? Tell me. So if I take here when x is less than 0, what will be f of x? Mod x. When x is less than 0, you have minus x. Here x, for x is greater than or equal to 0. So what will be f of x when x is less than 0? It will be minus x by x, correct? So here you get minus 1. Yes. So if when x is greater than 0, what happens? When x is greater than 0, f of x. See, when x is greater than 0, you get x by x. So it is 1. Correct? Yes. So here, in both the cases, this is a constant. This is also constant, right? These are numbers. So it is constant. So we can say f of x is equal to minus 1 and f of x is equal to 1 are constants. Are constant functions. Thus, there is constant functions. You can conclude. Now, which part is remaining? You tell me. For greater than, less than 0, we have proved. Greater than 0, we have proved. But when x is equal to 0, it's remaining, right? Yes. So value of the function will be at x is equal to 0. What will be value of function? Nama functional value is 2 siktad namge. At x is equal to 3. F of 0, that is nothing but 0. But what will be the limit? See, when you take limit, here limit splits, right? For less than 0, you have minus 1, just now we found. And for greater than 0, it is plus 1, correct? So, what will be right hand limit? RHL will be limit x tending to 0 plus f of x. So that is nothing but limit x tending to 0 plus. 0 plus means when x is greater than 0. So you are getting it as 1 here already we have got. So this is not equal to f of 0, correct? Yes. So here our right hand limit and left hand limit both are not equal. Left hand you get -1 and on right hand side you get +1. So our limits are not equal. So we can say function is not discontinuous at x is equal to 0. Understood? Here left hand limit also you can find. Limit x tending to 0 minus f of x. That will be nothing but, see, functional value. When x is less than 0, it is -1. It's not equal to f of 0. F of 0 we got it as 0. Yes. So f is discontinuous at x is equal to 0. Understood? Let me take your attendance. So let's continue with one more problem. Yes. So here we have a function f of x is equal to x plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 1, and a function is x square plus 1 if x is less than 1. So we need to find here points of discontinuity. So how to do it? It's same as previous. See, when x is greater than 1, what is our function? F of x is x plus 1. And this is again a polynomial, correct? This is a polynomial. And even when x is less than 1, again we have a polynomial, x square plus 1. This is also a polynomial. Particularly, we can say it is binomial. So, we have already proved in previous class that a function, polynomial function is continuous. So directly we can write that when x is greater than 1 and when x is less than 1, f of x is continuous. Why? Why it is continuous, students? Why, Satvik? Yake function continuous when x is greater than 1 and when x is less than 1?